Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and we have a ton of information to unpack today, and so I got to get it going. Now, I keep on bringing up this Michael Arrington, who, by the way, Michael Arrington, reminder, Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, this is his best friend, Michael Arrington. He runs an XRP, Arrington XRP Capital, I think is what it's called. Anyway, so he tweeted this out on November 21st. I keep bringing this up because I think this week might be one of the most interesting week in crypto, because this is hinting at something big. So I went back and I tried to find some things, look around and see if there was the things, and I brought these up a couple of times, but I want to make sure you understand this week could be very, very interesting. We don't know what's going to happen, but something's going to happen. He says, December 3rd, crypto people, mark your calendars. Well, one thing that's been going around is the SEC, and remember, for those of you that are new, they've never given XRP a designation. The SEC cleared Ethereum and Bitcoin. They gave them the label of being a commodity. I showed you a video yesterday where there was a guy who's an accountant who's basically saying he thinks that they're going to declare XRP and a lot of these digital assets at currencies and then tax them as ordinary income. But whatever happens, just XRP getting a... Remember, Cryptopolis has always said, and for those of you that don't follow Cryptopolis on Twitter, go just look up Cryptopolis XRP. You'll find it. Smart guy. He said, he's always said they can't regulate what they don't define. Okay? And so I've always felt like not regulating XRP was intentional. Like, you could do a lot of things while you're building this whole infrastructure by not having a classification than you could if you did. That's what I've always felt this was about. Now, back to this. So December 3rd, we have the SEC Investor Advisory Committee is going to be meeting on December 3rd. That's one thing we know is going on. There's another thing. Brian Armstrong had tweeted this past week about how he was hearing rumors about the U.S. Treasury and Secretary Mnuchin planning to rush out some new regulation regarding self-hosted crypto wallets, okay? So something's going down this week. Something big is going down this week, and I think that it might be the regulatory clarity that everybody's been wanting so badly. So all eyes on Steve Mnuchin, the Secretary of the Treasury, okay? All right, the market. Let's do a refresh right here. XRP crossed 60 cents, back over 60 cents this weekend, and has been kind of holding strong, consolidating right there at the above 60 cents. It's been kind of between 60 and 64 cents the last 24 hours. And so I feel like a lot of people know that there's a blast off that's inbound. Look at this. And this is the most important indicator for me. Look at this. This market, when it pulled back over the last 4 or 5 days, okay, the market had gotten down to as low as $499 billion, the total market cap of all of crypto. Now it is back up to $561 billion, which might be the highest that it has been in this run, okay? Now look what's happening with Bitcoin. With Bitcoin, we're at 18,900. Now look, regardless of whether you're a Bitcoin maxi or an XRP max, really, if you're into XRP, it's a good thing. Any of these cryptos that are going to help to add new money and lead the way is a good thing for them to go up. We want Bitcoin to go up. Bitcoin is, and every time it happened this time. It happened in 2017. Remember, at the beginning of this little run we've been having, Bitcoin started to surge. And it did that for a few days, did that for maybe even a week or two. And then what happened? XRP surged more than anything. Happens this way every single time. I'm going to show you a little bit of what that thinking is in this video too. So XRP is holding strong there. Now, let's look. Riz XRP sent me this video. I want you to listen to this. This is very interesting. On Squawk Box this morning, you're also seeing CNBC they're starting to really cover crypto a lot. But I want you to listen to what is said in this video. This is a guy from Grayscale. And remember, before you watch this, Grayscale is the investment company that has all of the different trusts, Bitcoin Trust, XRP Trust. They've got a large cap trust where you can invest in I'll show it to you in a second, where you can invest in digital currencies through these trusts. If you're someone, I always think of it as people who are not comfortable like buying actual digital assets. This is a way to gain exposure in your IRA or in your E-Trade account or a Schwab maybe. You can do it through these guys, and I'll show you how you do that. Okay, so here's what he says. Watch this.
Where you see Bitcoin headed by a certain amount of time, and we love the forecast, but I'm also asking in the context of we're at very lofty levels, and right now some are saying that the run in altcoins recently may signal that we are looking a little bit toppy in the Bitcoin trade, and that smaller investors are looking at the altcoins because they are quote unquote cheaper to buy than an $18,000.
Who told you that that's what would happen? Now CNBC's figuring it out.
Bitcoin.
It's super difficult to predict where the Bitcoin.
And look at here, we need to take note. Look at the percentage increases and look how CNBC still will not put the actual name of the digital asset, XRP. They still do the Ripple thing. I've always felt there's an agenda. I think that it's pretty well confirmed. CNBC has a Bitcoin agenda pretty much.
The Bitcoin price is going, but if our inflows at Grayscale are any indication of the types of investors that are interested in this asset class or the sizes of the allocations being made, I do feel like we're just getting started.
Are you seeing heavier inflows into Bitcoin right now, or say the XRP fund?
Oh, hello.
We're seeing.
Wait, what did she say?
To Bitcoin right now, or say the XRP fund?
That's right.
We're seeing inflows across all 10 products at the Grayscale family. I think that a lot of investors have now allocated, I believe a third of our investor base now owns more than.
This is worth hearing
Bitcoin
again.
Right now, or
Listen, this is worth hearing again, and you need to understand that what she just asked him is the Bitcoin Maxi's worst freaking nightmare, is what she just asked.
Heavier inflows into Bitcoin right now, or say the XRP fund?
We're seeing inflows across all 10 products at the Grayscale family. I think that a lot of investors have now allocated, I believe a third of our investor base now owns more than one Grayscale product, inherently more than one digital currency. And that's a trend that we've only seen gain momentum throughout this year.
All right.
Okay. Now, so I think it's pretty clear the XRP issue is unavoidable. They want to avoid it, but it's unavoidable because it's the one. It's always been the one. And all of these big time investors that all they'll talk about is Bitcoin. It's just because it's their first salvo. That's where they want their first lick. And then they'll start talking about XRP. Write it down. That's been the plan all along. They can say whatever they want. Now, Joker had retweeted that video and said the same thing I've been saying. Bitcoin is getting so expensive for retail investors. They rush into alts, especially XRP. It is happening. This is exactly what was going to happen all along, folks, because investors have a psychology about them. And most people are not billionaires and millionaires. Most people out there that are going to discover this are going to say, hey, just like you and I did. Hey, well, this Bitcoin's so expensive. I could get a lot of this XRP or this whatever. And then they find channels like mine and realize not only can they get a lot of them, but that XRP is the one. All right. So, and back to this company Grayscale, I wanted to show this for those of you that didn't know about this. These are their investment products. Now remember, Grayscale is owned by the Digital Currency Group. Barry Silbert runs the Digital Currency Group. The Digital Currency Group also owns parts, early investors in Ripple and Coinbase. These guys are big time. All right. So here's their the investment products. See, you can buy into all of these. Grayscale has a Bitcoin Trust, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Horizon, Litecoin, Stellar, XRP, Zcash. They also have a Diversify. This one's a large cap fund. Now, it's important that you understand a lot of these are not opened to the retail public. In other words, I know for a fact, because I own some of it, you can get the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust in your normal brokerage account, or a lot of them. Okay. I own some of this. It's the GBTC is the symbol if you want to get some. And I think, don't quote me, but I think that Ethereum is the only other trust that is open to the retail public. I think the rest of these right now are only open for institutional investors, but all of these eventually will be open. And then we'll have other funds that are doing the same thing. But these guys are actually buying, when you buy into these trusts, these guys are actually going out and buying Bitcoin and XRP to back these products. You're paying a premium in order to invest in these instead of actually buying the actual digital assets. But that it might make a lot of you out there feel a lot more comfortable by buying those. Now, speaking of Bitcoin maxis, the Winklevoss brothers, who will not speak of XRP and Ripple. I have not watched these clips, but they popped up right before I was doing this video. So let's see if these guys, they're never challenged about Ripple and XRP, and they do not want to bring it up. They're two Harvard business graduates who can't seem to figure out that XRP is the one. No, actually, they have figured it out a long time ago, but it's not in their monetary interest to talk about it. They don't want it to take that Bitcoin thunder. So here, I have not even listened to what they said here, but if something grabs me, I'll stop it and talk about it.
Hey guys, question for you. When you really look at this chart, the biggest move obviously came this sort of September, October, and that happened after PayPal effectively announced that as part of their digital wallets, they were going to be able to, people would be able to effectively transact in Bitcoin. I shouldn't say they're transacting in Bitcoin, but because the Bitcoin effectively gets turned into fiat money. My question to you is, you've talked about it as digital gold. How much of it has to become an actual currency, if you will, to get to the numbers you're talking about, whether it's $500,000 of Bitcoin or more?
So we think that Bitcoin's really an emergent store of value, and so it doesn't really need...
They think it's a store of value because they know that it's no good for anything else because it's dinosaur technology. That's the part they're not going to say to you. They know, if you look at the Bitcoin white paper, it did not say store of value. It said that it was going to be, I don't remember the exact wording, but it was going to more or less be something you use in payments. And they know that that's not true now.
To be a great medium of exchange. It just needs to be better than gold, and it's better across the board. So Bitcoin, the supply is fixed at 21 million. Gold is scarce. Bitcoin
so is
software,
XRP.
It can be sent through the internet like email. Gold is hardware. It's hard to transport. So really, I think the Bitcoin gold story, it's pretty clear winner, and we think that's going to play out dramatically over the next decade.
Tyler.
Right. And
by the way, I agree with him. I think that it is going to play out that way because Bitcoin has become a marketing machine as a result of guys like him, Novogratz, Barry Silbert, all these guys. It's a marketing thing is what it's been turned into because they knew once they were heavily invested, they knew that it was only going to be a store of value because they knew that the network was getting congested every time the market started going crazy. And so this is what they decided to do.
No one uses Bitcoin. No one uses gold to buy coffee and has a 9 trillion market cap. So if Bitcoin just is a better store of value, that's still, gets us to 500,000 Bitcoin conservatively. If it also can be used as a currency, which isn't off the table, then it's even higher.
All right. There's two more clips. I'm going to go ahead and play them all. I haven't watched these yet.
That said, on the topic of Treasury, Tyler, it is widely expected that Janet Yellen will be the next Treasury Secretary, the former Fed chair. I went back and looked at some of the comments she's made about Bitcoin when she was the head of the Fed. And she said in 2018, quote, "I'm not a fan." Before that, saying it's not a stable store of value. How do you make Bitcoin mainstream when those who will be architecting important policy around cryptocurrencies, regulating this asset, are clearly not supportive of it?
Well, we're happy to educate and have a conversation. Maybe we should reach out to Janet Yellen and talk to her. But look, when you see the likes of Paul Tudor Jones, Stan Druckenmiller buying Bitcoin and extolling its virtues, when you see companies like Square, MicroStrategy that are publicly traded, putting their treasury into Bitcoin to protect their valuation because cash is trash and they've realized it, That stuff does a lot to mainstream. And at some point, it's just hard to look at that data, those data points, and deny that Bitcoin is an incredible technology, but it's also an incredible store of value.
He's right. Cash is trash. That's a quote from Ray Dalio that he just used. All right, listen to this.
Tyler, I'll start with you. What have you been doing over the last 8 months to accommodate this meteoric rise we've seen in Bitcoin? And have you been personally doubling down on your investment in Bitcoin?
So we've just been hodling. Our thesis is that Bitcoin is gold 2.0, that it will disrupt gold. And if it does that, it has to have a market cap of 9 trillion. So we think that prices Bitcoin it could price one day at $500,000 a Bitcoin. So at $18,000 Bitcoin, it's a hold, or at least if you don't have any, it's a buy opportunity, because we think there's a 25x from here.
Okay, as I said, these guys are Bitcoin maxis. Now, one thing I've always had a problem, and a lot of people that follow XRP have always had a problem with these guys is that they on their Gemini platform, they have never been willing to even address the idea of adding XRP to their platform. And I've said in the past, and I'll say again, if they will add XRP to their platform, I will be their biggest cheerleader. I will fly at my own expense to New York City and get in the streets with them and and actually promote them on my channel and promote their exchange. I've even run polls on Twitter before to show them how many customers we could get them if they added XRP to the platform. So I say again, guys, I will hop a plane and come up there and help you promote it for free if you add XRP to your platform. So far, they've been unwilling to even say the words Ripple and XRP, but we shall see. All right, Joker tweeted this, which I found pretty interesting. Show me the charts and I tell you the news. Maybe PayPal is going to list XRP and XLM. I don't know, just saying. That's an interesting tweet right there. Stay tuned. Let's see what happens. All right. And I've got a few because I want to make sure I cover what he's thinking as far as what he's seeing on the charts right now. He's a trader in Australia, so I wanted to show you this. Told you it is bullish in my opinion. A daily close above 18,900 confirms the trend reversal. 23K incoming for Bitcoin. So here's his prior tweet about this, and then he came in and did this one as well. Told you do not short the support. And he's talking about the different support levels for Bitcoin. So he's calling, what was that? Calling for 23K Bitcoin. And then he's got one for XRP here too. Wow. 17,300 followers. It seems Bitcoin found support at 17,300 and XRP at 55 cents. Bitcoin 23K, XRP $1 incoming. Thanks for your follow. All right. I don't think I have any more. We'll see. Yeah. All right. Chinu Patel sent me this. This is from Kieran Kelly. One reason maxis fear XRP. On the 1st of January 2017, XRP was at $0.006. At the end of the year, it was at $2. Today, it's at 60 cents. The market feels bullish. XRP can melt faces when it's ready. Are you ready for XRP to melt faces? I am. And trust you me, it can when it comes time. All right, let's see here. XRP Bart sent me this. All right, this is interesting right here, folks. Remember, RT is called Russia Today. This is, as it says here on Twitter, this is Russia state affiliated media. This is a Russian television show on YouTube, and I don't know where else they do it. They also have Max Kaiser, who is the ultimate Bitcoin maximalist on their channel. So the question is, why would they be tweeting XRP at 60 cents and have an owl turning like this? And then they say the price of gold could fall to just $200 or $300 an ounce, Max Kaiser. And this was linked to an article and a video with Max Kaiser in it. But why is Russia Today? Max Kaiser hates Ripple and XRP. Why is Russia Today tweeting out a Max Kaiser article and highlighting XRPs at 60 cents? That's the question. Interesting. That's real interesting stuff. Now, Christine Lagarde tweeted this out. An increasingly digital world, currency is changing in nature. I explain how the ECB ensures that payments in the Eurozone remain innovative while maintaining the greatest confidence of the currency. Then we have this. This is an interesting tweet right here too. This is Raoul Paul, who we've talked about before. He has a YouTube channel. I'm drawing a blank on what the name of his thing is. Maybe it shows here. Real Vision. It's the Real Vision channel. Really smart guy. He says, okay, last month. Now, I'm going to show you his resume after I show you this, because I want you to know this is not some schlub. This guy was a Goldman Sachs guy. And look at what he's doing. Okay, last bomb. I have a sell order in tomorrow to sell all my gold and to scale in to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum, 80-20. I don't own anything else except some bond calls and some dollars. 98% of my liquid net worth. See, you can't categorize me except irresponsibly long. Good night, all. This guy is 98% of his liquid net worth in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And look at his resume. He was with GLG, Global Macro Fund in London, one of the largest hedge fund groups in the world. He was from Goldman Sachs, where he co-managed the hedge fund sales business. He was with HSBC. So this guy is in the know. He knows what's going on. And he's going 98% of his liquid net worth in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now check this out. I saw this when I logged in today, and we will look, you can see it right here too. We're looking at his tweet, but look over here on the right. Trending in California, hashtag Ripple. But he's showing that Ripple was the second most trending thing on Twitter. Let's go to my homepage and see if it's still, look, right here, trending. This is on my homepage on Twitter. Hashtag Ripple, 9,214 tweets. You think anybody knows what's about to happen, folks? I think so. Now, last thing I wanted to show you. Best cryptocurrencies, this is from BondCrypt. Best cryptocurrencies to invest December 2020. Top 4 picks for the end of year. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, XLM, based on the market performance, fundamental and technical. Look, folks, those are the 4 right there. If you're here, if you just showed up and you're wondering what to do, there you go, right there. Okay. All right. I wanted to let everybody know it's today. Today is Cyber Monday. This is, I actually talked to the people at Unstoppable Domains and begged them to do a sale. They are doing a sale. Unstoppable Domains, Cyber Monday sale. Now, starts at 9 a.m. Pacific time today, and then ends tonight at midnight Pacific time. Buy one domain, get one free. Monday, November 30th only. Applies to any domain at any price. No limit on domains or amount purchased. Now, this is going to be in the description of this video and my video from yesterday. I will have all this information and a link. You just click on the link and go there, and you can buy one domain and get one free. Just so you know, I'll show you some of these are some of the ones that I bought on there. ArkansasFootball.crypto, AuburnFootball.crypto, BuyFordNow.crypto, ClemsonFootball.crypto, DigitalAssetInvestor.crypto, FloridaFootball.crypto. And I got several other ones. Okay. But I wanted to make you understand what this is. Do you remember the .com boom? Remember what happened? People were buying .coms and eventually I'm just going to show you a few of what they sold for. This is digital assets is a new asset class, but so are these domain names, these .crypto. Think of the .com as domain names for information. .crypto are domain names for money. So for the Internet of Value, okay? Business.com sold for $345 million. LasVegas.com, $90 million. CarInsurance.com, $49.7 million. Insurance.com, $35.6 million. VacationRentals.com, $35 million. PrivateJet.com, $30.1 million. Voice.com, $30 million. Internet.com, $18 million. Insure.com, $16 million. This could get interesting. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends and family that all of these .crypto domains are going to be buy one, get one free just today. So you better jump on it if you want some. And you can probably, I'm pretty sure that you could just buy them as gifts if it was something you wanted to buy for Christmas as gifts too. And they probably got a way that you could send those. Thanks for listening.